Here we are with the Husqvarna TS 248XD. Look at all these scratches. Geez, like there's a lot of trees all over the place you got to mow around. We've got, we'll call it 47 hours on this unit. It's 3 years old now. There's the hour meter there. Steering wheel's falling apart. This is stored underneath cover out of the sun. Where's that? All that right there. So it's going back to the dealership for that. And I believe it needs a transmission. And my pedal is still messed up on this side from the last review. I never brought it in because it's a 5-week wait. And here we are, mid-April. I called them up and they're like, yep, it's 3 to 5 weeks before they can get it in. And I'll show you what it's doing. Other than the frame needing replaced and the steering wheel falling apart and the pedal being bent and it most likely needing a transmission and the pedal fixed again, it's been a pretty nice unit, this Kawasaki powerhouse of an engine. I mean, it mows everything that needs to get mowed, still on the factory battery. After 3 years, I've never put this on a tender over the winter or taken it out of the lawnmower. I start the lawnmower in the middle of winter once every year, and so that's a decent battery. Pretty good battery, actually, compared to a lot of them. I've done a couple of services. I don't really, I'm not going to wait, 50 hours to service the thing. I service it every year. Oil filter, air filter, change the oil. And then I grease up the grease fittings whenever I feel like it under the deck, and they don't need done that often. I don't put that many hours on this unit. But for 47 hours and needing a transmission, only thing that gets towed with it is that aerator. So, I've got the 4-wheeler, and anything that I need towed around that's heavy gets put behind that. In fact, the only attachment I have that fits this is the aerator, and that doesn't weigh anything. I pick that right up and hang it on the wall. So, and that's only once a year. The yard gets aerated once a year, so it's only been used 3 times. So let's go ahead and fire this puppy up, and I'll show you. So we're on fairly flat. We're on fairly flat grade right here. And if you're on any sort of slope, even the slightest bit, this thing rolls a lot. You cannot back up. It won't go. So, and pulling that around in forward, this thing had a crazy whine to it, and it was not wanting to go on any hills or anything, even slight slopes. It didn't like it. So here's what we got. So forward is still fine. Forward cruise is good. This is reverse with a low idle. Turn it up all the way. That's it. That's as fast as we move right there. It'll progressively get worse here as we get on this slight amount of slope. So you can see so I'm pretty sure it needs a transmission because it has a new belt. I got a new belt like 5 hours ago, 10 hours ago, whenever they did the frame replacement. And this thing will not move and the belt will still be spinning, which tells me the pulley's spinning. And it drives fine and forward, so when there's no load on it, if you're going up the hill and forward, this thing struggles like it doesn't want to do it. And like I said, this is flat. If I was over there backing up the driveway or backing up that little slope right there, it wouldn't move at all. It'll just pulsate and then like kind of try to move it, but it won't. So yeah, so these mowers these days, I don't know. I feel like I need to get like a 4-wheel drive diesel Kubota or something, because for 47 hours, this lawnmower is extremely disappointing. You know, we're on year 3, so that's 20 hours, not even 20 hours a year. And I mow every single week because the grass grows like crazy around here. In my other Husqvarna, which was a 2005, which I still have, a 2003, which I still have, it just goes like, and I've got the governor on the 2003. I've got it turned way up because I can do that. It's out of warranty. This one I can't. I don't need more power with this anyways. But yeah, so there she is, going back to the dealer. Hopefully we'll have it back before the grasses gets too high this year. If it takes 5 weeks and they got to get the transmission another week and then they schedule it a week after that to put it in, then we're looking at freaking 8 weeks. So 2 months, so be July before we get it back. Hopefully they do loaner mowers. I don't know if it actually takes that long, if they would do that or not, but I'm definitely thinking about getting rid of this and maybe getting something, I don't know, a little more beefy, I guess. Thanks for watching, everyone.